Well, that's what I see right now. It's one thing that really sucks about doing this stuff is people can show up and ruin it for you. I mean, I have no idea who that was. Hell, I probably knew him. But doing the kind of stuff I do, people, I don't know, people aren't too receptive of it. They like to make fun of you or look at you like you're crazy. So I figured I'd come down a little further downstream. Let's see. There we go. That'll lighten it up. It's one thing about being out in the woods in the dark. Every little sound is amplified. It is not hard at all to get spooked out. Now, I'm not saying I have nerves of steel. I get scared. But it's weird. I kind of like the fear. It gives me a rush. Like ramps me up for this stuff. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. Pretty crazy though. Let's see. Oh yeah, it is dark. Let's see if we can see any stars. Yeah. A few. Yep, that's my breath. It is a chilly one tonight. The only thing that sucks about this time of year, it cools down when it gets dark. It cools down a lot. Tonight, we're hunting werewolves. Yeah, right, huh? I'd say if that were the case, we would be the hunted. Gotta watch out for the hide behind. I hear something over there. Huh. I don't know. Maybe I was hearing things. That's crazy. Huh. But yeah, the old Pennsylvania Dutch folklore, there was a creature called the hide behind. It would hide behind trees. And it would usually take the last person in the group. If someone would fall behind and they disappeared, they'd say the hide behind got them. So if you're ever in a group of people in the woods at night, don't be the last one in the row, because you just never know what's behind the trees. Now, a lot of people think that fits in with Bigfoot lore, because Bigfoot likes to hide behind trees. So, could the hide behind actually be Bigfoot? Very possible. Very possible. See, that's what sucks about doing this by the creek, is it makes too much noise. It's hard to hear stuff. But this is a good spot. Yeah, those howls I was hearing earlier, man, that sounded weird. Hopefully my phone and the recorder picked them up. I want to check those out. Try to put them through my laptop and amplify them through the recorder. Hopefully I can bring it out a little more. If I can, I'll try to put it in a video or something so everyone can hear it, but that sounded weird. Which reminds me, I have a buddy that I work with, my buddy Doug. Now, last year, see, he knows that I do this stuff, and he went out with me a couple times looking around, and we were investigating some stuff out by his place, because he come to me at work one day, and okay, so Doug, you got to understand, he's a hunter. He's been hunting most of his life, so he knows his animal sounds. Well, him and his wife and his kids, he just bought a new house last year, or the year before, last year, something like that. They moved in. Like I said, he come to me at work one day saying that they started hearing these really strange howls and screams on the ridge behind his place. Okay. Like I said, Doug's a hunter, so he knows animal sounds. He knows what sounds animals make, and he said that it was something that he's never heard before. He couldn't figure out what it was. So, that got me interested. And here's the kicker about the whole thing. He said his dog, once it got dark, his dog would not go outside to go to the bathroom. He said his dog was scared to death to go outside. And anyone that knows anything about the paranormal knows that animals sense this stuff before people do. So that really got me interested. So I went over and did an interview with Doug, which I'll dig that up and post that for you guys to see. And we did a couple of investigations over there. And actually, that's where I got the trail cam videos of the lights on the ridge across the way lighting up. And as you can see in the daytime video, there's nothing over there that should be lighting up. There's no houses, there's nothing. There isn't even electric over there, so there's no electric wires going through there or anything. There's nothing. Which I found pretty odd. But anyway, so we, did an investigation and ended up finding out that it was private property, and I guess the guy got pretty ticked off that we were out there. Long story short, he took one of my trail cameras that I still never got back. Should probably get talk to the guy and explain to him what was going on, but maybe. But anyway, Doug comes to me Friday morning at work, well, yesterday morning, said that his son got a deer. I keep hearing something over here on this hillside. But he said his son got a deer. They were in the backyard, back at his shed, had it hung up and was quartering it. And he said not the ridge behind his house, but the next ridge over, which would be around Casparis in Connellsville. He said he started hearing the howls again. So honestly, instead of being up here tonight, I should be over in Casparis looking around. Maybe I'll start doing that this week coming up. But yeah, he said the howls are back. He heard them off in the distance, and so I guess I'm going to be back on the case checking that out. Hopefully I get some kind of good evidence out of it. I don't know. It was pretty interesting when we did the investigation of the woods behind his place, though. We found some pretty crazy stuff. Eventually I'll post those videos. I have them on my YouTube, so I'll pop them over sooner or later. Sounds like something running around on that hillside. It's probably deer, though. I'm gonna shit if something comes running at me. But anyway, a couple weeks ago, he come to me at work and told me that right up the road, see, we were investigating about 1.5 miles up the road from his place. But he said somewhere up there, I don't know how long ago it was, I'm going to have to ask him, that it was like 3 a.m. Guy was out delivering newspapers. And this guy swears he saw a Bigfoot cross the road. He told the guy that lives up there, one of them, I guess, and the same guy, not the paper delivery driver, but the guy that lives up there, I guess, told Doug that one night he heard a ruckus outside. So he went out to see what was going on. He said once again it was around 3 a.m. Said he went outside and saw 2 of the biggest wolves he's ever seen. They just killed a deer and were eating it. Now, there aren't any wolves in Pennsylvania. And from his description, he said big muscular wolves. Were those werewolves? Or what they call dogmen? I hate that name. I really hate that name. I'd rather call them werewolves. But could this be what those are? I'm going to have to try to talk to that guy too. See if I can get an interview with him. Get a better description. Because this place is pretty weird up the road from his house. This place we were investigating, it's in between a set of high tension power lines and an old stone quarry. Now, if you know any kind of old folklore about the paranormal, they say weird things happen where people are digging in the ground, and a lot of strange things happen around high tension power lines. And this place is smack dab in the middle of both of those things. Really need to talk to the guy that owns that property to get out there and investigate more, because there's something going on out there and I really want to find out what it is. Well, I guess that's about it for tonight, guys. I'm getting a little tired and I have a lot of stuff to do tomorrow, so I think I'm going to sign off. It's been real. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good night.